What is up, guys? How's everyone doing? Welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone is not busy as I am. I love being busy, but I made a promise and I intend to keep that promise, and that is review your squads. So I'm going to focus on three main areas: the quality of your players, the starting 11, the bench as well, and the quality of your formation, your playstyle, and maybe I'll make a few suggestions if you need to change anything. I might be a little bit biased in that because I'll try to judge your team according to how I play, not how you play, because I don't know how you play. So maybe, but it will be just an opinion. So if I give your squad maybe a 1 out of 10, don't be annoyed, don't be emotional. It's just an opinion, not a solid one maybe, but I'll try to be as honest as I can be so that you can maybe improve your score. Alright, enough talking. So the way I would do it is we call 24 comments, I think. So that's around 24 people. I'll need to do the video in 2 parts. So maybe today I'll review 10 teams, and then I'll do the next part and review the rest of them in the next part. But this is the first part, or might be the first part. It is the first part. Oh no, enough. I've wasted enough time talking. Okay, let's get started. Okay, we found it. Whoa, Division 1 3 times. 2023, 2025. So this is a good player. You can already tell. Division highest rank 56k. Let's go. Whoa, position game. You don't know many people play position game. The fact that he's playing position game, it's very good. And straight up I can tell you I like the formation actually, because if you're playing position game you need to have more midfielders to keep the ball compact. I don't play position game, but I know how it works. You need to have more midfielders because you need to pass a lot, and this guy seems like he knows what he's doing. He actually does know what he's doing. He's know he's Division 1 and doesn't know what he's doing. So he's using a box to box as a DMF. So if I would suggest, if you're using a box-to-box DMF, use deep line on him. I think I don't know if he's using it. It's impossible for me to see the player individual instructions, but I think he's doing it. Then another box-to-box in Zaire Emery, and I think Modric is an orchestrator. So there's a variation in the playstyles as well. Then goalkeeper, I think it's an offensive goalkeeper in Victor Bayer. It's a very good goalkeeper as well. Then 2 center-backs. Virgil van Dijk, I think it's build-up. When Burton, I think it's destroyer. If I'm not wrong, I don't know for sure, but I think he's a destroyer. Let me know in the comments, I might be wrong. Then Costa Kuta, I know he's a defensive fullback, so, and an attacking fullback on the other side. So overall, a solid defense, good midfield, looks compact. Then Messi is the second striker, Vinicius, and who is it? This guy, Jamal Musiala. Maybe a few changes I would make to the team. Maybe I would just get a better player than Modric. I think this Modric is a little bit slow, and same thing with Zaire Emery. I think he's slow, doesn't have very good shooting prowess, both of them actually. So I think this team, if I was to rate this team, it's a good team. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. But because of these two, the Modric and Zaire Emery, maybe he doesn't use them to shoot, maybe he just uses them to pass. But I feel like I've played with them, both of these players, but they are kind of weak a little bit. And then for these Vinicius, instead of Vinicius, I would use a left-footed player there and a right-footed player on the part where he's using Musiala, which is good. Musiala is there. So overall, a good team, a very good one. Alright boys, we are in the second one, and there's it's Anzui. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but I hope I am. Let's see, Division 2 highest rank. The other guy was Division 1, so there's a bit of a variation here. And he's playing quick counter with a back 3. So straight up, even before I talk about the players and everything, man, I don't recommend anyone who plays divisions to play with a back 3. Because the problem with the back 3 is it's easy to get exploited. Because once I see you using a back 3, I'll just spread my players to the wings, and like I'll cause a lot of problems from the wings. Maybe he knows how to use it. I don't know if he knows how to use it. But the fact that it's a back three, there's so many weaknesses in a back three. I never recommend anyone to use it. But at the same time, there's an advantage to a back three. You have more offensive players, and you can see he has DeMarco in this boy Yamal. So he's it's I don't know if it compensates because you can concede a lot of goals and you can score a lot of goals at the same time. But looking at the team, it's an OG player, by the way. An OG player with an OG team has a very good team. Lud Hullit on the bench. Wow. Wow. Then you can see that for the centre back is using Postecoglou at the new Saliba long reach tackle and Ilian Thuram. So the defense is compact, is very good. The defense, no complaints there. Then DMF, it's Ankerman Shomeni, one of the best free to play defenders. No defenders, DMF. So a very good one there. This is Chananolu. I don't know what Chananolu plays style, but I think Balela is a box to box. So again, that's a tick, that's a plus. Then there's no complaint about the centre forwards. It's Rui Suarez and Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. A perfect combo for me. So the only complaint I have in this team is just the back three. Otherwise, the team, if I was to give it a good rating, I would give it 8, not really. I'll give it a 7 out of 10 as well because of the formation. But it's a solid team. I don't see if maybe he can use Lud Hullit instead of one of Chananolu, and I don't know, this Lud Hullit. I think he can play as a CMF, right? Well, the team looks great. And maybe instead of Costa Curta, use Bastoni because Bastoni is taller, and using a back three, maybe you need. But I get the point. He's using a back three. You need really fast centre back. So Costa Curta is really fast. Saliba really fast. Thuram really fast. So I know, like, it's compact all the way, bro. So 7 out of 10. So if he changes the formation, would be an 8 out of 10. Good team. Let's move to the next one. And Division 2, not bad. Let's go. Let's take a look at the team. Well, that's a good one. That's a good team. And you know what makes me even appreciate this team more is the fact that he's using 2 offensive fullbacks. You guys know I always recommend using offensive fullbacks. Offensive fullbacks are the best. Forget about defensive fullbacks. Forget them. Like, what's the work of centre backs to defend, right? Why do you need a defensive fullbacks then? Offensive fullbacks is the way to go, at least in my opinion. So, looking at the team, build up Pau Kubasi, I think it's good. Van Buiten, very good. Really tall. Hakimi, good. Balletti, good. AMF, there's no need to talk about. Platini, obviously good. I think that's Del Piero. I can't even talk about that. Leo Messi, a pass under Leo Messi all the way to 104, very good ball. David Villa? No, really, not really. You know what? David Villa, this card was very good when it came out. So if I was to suggest anything to Silver Solid, I think that's how he calls his team. It would to change the center forward. Use either Mbappe. I think Mbappe is one of the best center forwards for free to play. Instead of starting David Villa, I would play Mbappe instead. Ruud van Nistelrooy, the problem is box to box. I don't find them effective. And yeah, the team is really good. So the other change I would make is here on the DMF. Instead of 2 DMF, use 1 center midfielder. Or in case you're using, actually it's good. In case you're using 2 DMF, one should be box to box, the other one an anchorman. And if you're using 2 CMF, one should be box to box. I mean 1 CMF and 1 DMF, one should be box to box, and the other one should be an anchorman. So he can stay back, the CMF can attack. The DMF, there's no complaint about this good. So I'm giving him an 8 out of 10. An 8 out of 10. Okay, let's go to the next one then. Alright, I think I need to take 2 minutes on each squad because if I want to see about 10 teams, It will take a long time. Okay, let's see. Division 3. I think this account is relatively new. It's looking good actually. Long ball counter. All right, let's see. It's a relatively new account. Wait, he sent me two accounts actually, so I need to check his other one. Maybe it's the first one. Give me a second. All right, this account he is in Division 2, so I think this is his main account. Wow. Okay. That T162, that is insanely good. Insanely good. But I have only two complaints there. I mean, using two heavy players is not a good idea actually, because he's using Vieira. Vieira is good, very good. This Beckham is not really that good, and then Rodri, really heavy player, man. Slow, heavy. So I wouldn't recommend using Rodri there. Instead, let's see. I look at his bench. Instead, use someone like Robin Neves is better than Rodri. If for that all. Or you can use this Jude Bellingham as a CMF as well instead of Rodri, because Rodri will give you defensive. He's good defensively, but then offensively he'll be terrible. And then he's using a 4-3-3 with three centre backs, which I don't really recommend because most people they will exploit this wing because this wing will be empty in most cases. And if they cross spam, he has to defenders. So maybe that works for him. And then for centre forwards, there's no complaints there. Really good centre forwards. Mbappe and I think who's that? That's not bad, is it? I don't know who it is. Then Messi there as a second striker. I think that's good. That's good enough. Then instead of, I think this is a bit defensive, way too defensive. It's a kind of defensive formation, not ball countable. I have no complaints about it. Like he has Roberto Carlos. Instead of a 4-3-3 with three centre backs, use a 4-3-3 with attacking fullbacks. That's as I said, I would be able to be biased in some cases. But overall, this team, it's a good one. The only change I would change this Beckham and Rodri. Those two really slow players there. Really slow. Alright, I'll give this team as 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. You guys have good teams, man. I can't give anyone below 7. You have really nice teams. But the other one, the first one, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. It's a new account, I know. It was really well balanced, but still, it has room for improvement. Let's keep going. So far, so good. I haven't met anyone with 32 team strength, 3200 team strength. Are you guys hiding your squads? Cannot display uses the game plan at the moment. Sorry, bro. Sorry, didn't work out for you. All right, on to the next one. It's still in Division 3, so let's see what it's made of. Whoa, there's just no way. 3164 in Division 3, bro. Nah. You need to give this team some rolly, man. This team is really great. This is a good team. This is a very good team. Long ball counter 4-2-2-2. 4-2-2-2. Okay, from the defense, I can no complaints. One defensive fullback. I always suggest use an offensive fullback, but you know somehow it's a matter of preference. DMF very good. CMF not bad. AMF both of them good. But I tell you what, this Griezmann for me didn't work out really well. Then Eto really good, and we have Fernando Torres also good. So this team really good one. There's no complaints from my side. I would give him an 8 out of 10. But I would make one change to this team. Instead of Fernando Torres, I would use someone like. But Fernando Torres, I get the point of using Fernando Torres. It's because he's tall. So if he needs to cross the ball into the box, Eto is short. So if he want to cross the ball, Fernando Torres is the man. So it's a balanced team. He's well thought of everything. And long ball counter. So no complaints this good. 8 out of 10 easily. Easily. It'd be 9 out of 10 actually. But 8 out of 10, I think that's fair. Let's move. All right, we are on the squad number 5. The review is getting really long. Let's go. We need to make it a little bit quicker. So, bro, I'm confused. I'm confused about the formation 4. Let me see it. Three center backs, 2 DMF, 1 left back, 1 AMF, 1 second striker, 1 CF, 1 CF. Actually, I have no words because this guy is top 17k. He's Division 1 player, so I think the formation is formation. The formation for me, I think it works for him, but in my opinion, I wouldn't want such a formation. But the players, the quality of the players, as I said, I will be looking at the quality of the players as well. The players are exceptionally good. He has good players all around. AMF good, DMF, both of them very good. Centre backs, all of them very good. Goalkeeper, I mean, everyone in this starting 11 is good, but the formation is a little bit awkward for me. Well, maybe it's good for him. So, but you know, in my opinion, it's kind of hard. It's a bit defensive. It's a bit offensive. I don't even know what it is. So I'll be confused. But the players, there's no doubt in the players. Very good players, even on the bench. Very good players. So what rating do I give this team? I would give him, because of the players and everything, an 8 out of 10. But the formation could have been a 9 out of 10. But the formation is confusing. So 8 out of 10, I think that's fair. Let's move to the next one. I wouldn't make any changes to this team, but actually, maybe I would change the formation and play 2 offensive fullbacks. Play Roberto Carlos and Ben White. Okay, let's move. You guys are very good teams, but actually, almost everyone has a good team, the ones that I have checked. So Division 1, top 800 in just my limit. Let's look at the team. Whoa, he's playing with my favorite formation as well, but defensive fullbacks, both of them. 4-2-2, long ball counter. I think center forwards, AMF, no complaints. DMF also no complaints. Center backs, no complaints there. So what rating do we give this guy? I mean, for me, a minus I would do is using 2 DMF. I think that's a bit way too defensive, considering that you're using with the fact that he's using 2 defensive fullbacks. I don't think using 2 DMF is a good idea. That's way too defensive, and then he's using long ball counter, so it makes it even more defensive. So well, I don't know. For me, I would use Messi and name as AMF, but Jude Bellingham and bro, I never liked Griezmann. Griezmann, nah. This cause is also good, but not. I have this cause card, but not really that great. I think the center forward, there's no complaint about the center forward for me. The AMF, they're good, but he has better options on the bench. I think Messi and Neymar would be a good start. Would be better starters. So this team, good team overall, and I will give it an 8 out of 10. An 8 out of 10. They're way too defensive though. So 7 out of 10. But what's the point of playing the game? What do you guys think? Why, like, how when you're making your formation, what do you look at? Because if you need to win games, you need to be offensive, right? I think it's a bit too offensive for me, defensive for me. But it's a good team. All the players really good. I don't see any player that don't need to be in this team. All of them are really good. So an 8 out of 10. That would be fair. Let's move to the next one. All right, we are on squad number 7, Division 2 player, Great boy. Whoa, that's a 175, bro. Come on, get this squad to Division 1. Maybe he doesn't have the time to play a lot of games, but this team deserves to be in Division 1. I mean, this team, actually, even without saying anything, okay, I don't like too defensive, using 2 defensive midfielders. So this team could have easily been a 10 out of 10. This is the first team that I've seen a 10 out of 10. But because of the 2 defensive midfielders, it's a bit defensive in my opinion. But he's offensive. He has two attacking fullbacks. So give him a 9 out of 10. Could have been a 10 out of 10 actually. Don't lie. It's a good team all around. The bench looks solid. Look at that starting lineup. Look at that. Cruyff and Gareth Bale. Then you have 107 Neymar, 107 Messi. Then you have David, who is one of the most annoying DMF in the game. Casemiro, kind of slow actually. Kind of slow for Casemiro, but you know what? I would recommend him to use Jude Bellingham there as a center midfielder. He's a box to box actually, and he's solid as well defensively, attacking wise. So I think 9 out of 10 was okay, was not bad. But this team, bro, get them to Division 1 ASAP. That's a good team. 9 out of 10. Let's move to the next one. We are on school number 7, so 3 more, bro. It's taking a hell of a lot of time. All right, squad number 7. This should be number 7, I think. 2 times Division 1. Let's go. Let's take a look at this team. 31-52 long ball counter, and you can already tell it's a good team. The defense, no complaints there. Defensive midfielder, good. Counter, good. Box to box. Maradona as a plus. AMF as a plus. Okay, the only change I would make is the center forward. I would get rid of David Villa or Stoichkov, one of them, because look, Romario on the bench. How? Romario on the bench is one of the best center forwards in the game. So I think, you know, I don't think he plays a crossing game. But if you by any chance play a crossing game, you need a tall center forward, and I don't see that. But you know, for me, this team, I would give him an 8 out of 10. It's well balanced. The bench looks good. The starting lineup, it's well formed, and the formation as well. Number counter. No complaints about the team, but just a suggestion. That center forward combo, I don't think it's really the best. Both of them are short, so just I don't know how he uses them. Maybe he doesn't cross the ball. But I think looking at the bench, Cruyff and Romario should be starting, in my opinion. That's just my opinion, though. But it's a good team. 8 out of 10. Let's move to number 9 and wrap these things up. All right, here we are at number 9. Be like Emerson. 10 wins in a row, I think. That's a good win. Division 2. And the team looks good. Quick counter, defensive fullbacks, both of them. But you know what? I don't like defensive fullbacks, but for this guy, I think using defensive fullbacks is a good idea because he has 5 players attacking and only 1 DMF. So in this case, I will approve defensive fullbacks for the first time ever. The bench looks good. Cafu, Bastoni. But you know what? I recommend, instead of using Saliba on the left, use Bastoni. He's left on the right. I mean, it's on the left actually. Use Bastoni. He's left-footed. It's easier to pass the ball with the left-footed player there. And maybe, yeah, I use Bastoni. But you know what? I don't know why using Saliba. Then the center forward, Mbappe, deep lying forward, and Leo Messi, I think they complement each other. Then Cruyff there as the second striker. 2MF. This is a very offensive formation as well. A very offensive one. So using 2 defensive fullbacks isn't a bad idea after sometimes. But in some cases, you don't need them. But in this case, I think he does. With the fact that he's playing quick counter with only 1 DMF, the other players are attacking. I think we can allow that for once. All right, what do we give this guy as a rating? What do you think? I don't see any flaws in his system. So maybe the center forward, maybe he's deep line forward. Not really bad, good idea. Box to box, that's a good one. I will give him an 8 out of 10. I wanted to give him a 7, but I just can't find mistakes in the team. So 8 out of 10. Let's move to the last one for today. I don't know if that's alright. Let's take a look at the team. An OG player still in Division 4, bro. Come on. Push the rank, push rank. OG players should be having a Division 1 badge, all of them. But maybe he doesn't play PvP matches that much, so I can't complain. And looking at that formation, bro, that's a very offensive formation. Only one DMF, and then everyone else is attacking. So that's a -1. It's very offensive actually. And one defensive fullback, the other one is offensive. Then one destroyer, one build up. Not bad there, but the fact that it's too offensive makes it kind of not easy to use. And then okay, it's a good team. It's a good team. There's no complaints about it, but it's way too offensive. Stoichkov on his own, I don't think that's a good idea. Stoichkov, I have him. I tried him, and playing him on his own is not really a good idea. But again, we all have different playstyles, so maybe this guy knows how to use it. But I think I have no complaints about the team actually. It's a good team all around, and I'll give him a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Maybe I could have given him a 6 because of the formation, but again, everyone has their information. There's no doubt about the quality of the players he has. Very good players as well. OG player, bro. If you see this, come on, push that squad to Division 1. Alright, that's it for today. If I didn't review his squad, no, there was something. There was only one person that his squad couldn't show up for some unknown reasons. Maybe he didn't have a team on his he didn't have a team on his starting 11 lineup. That's why he didn't show up. But that's it for today. I'll review the rest of your squads somewhere around next week, so you should see a video about that. Let me see your reactions. Let me know if I did a good job or I was just joking around. But I hope they did a good job. You guys are very good squads, man. I can't condemn them. I was trying to, but you guys are a very good team. So that's it for this part 1. I'll see the part 2. And cheers. Have a good day. Good night. See you soon.